here, Ashley, but my Vietnamese name is Thao Nguyen. And today we're going to talk about climate change and environment. First, we're going to talk about climate change. What is climate change? Climate change is it's Earth, and that's where we live. That's where we're doing everything like jogging, running, and playing, and more. And in climate change, also where animals and plants live too. So let's move on to the next. Next is environment. Environment, it's that like where we lived. And we are very happy there. But why is there environment? Well, I explain. It's because long time ago that people always happy with their environment because it's so clean, nice, and fresh. But now it's polluted now, all by us and people too. So it could be bad for the earth, and now the earth is polluted, 100% polluted. But we have some tips for us to know how to save the environment. So let's talk about a little bit before talking about saving the environment. First is water, air, and pollution water, pollution air, and plastic. Water is important to our life. Humans need water, animals need water, trees need water, everything needs. It's all by water. If we don't have water, we can be died away. A person needs to have 70% of water because it can make our blood better. And what's blood? Blood is a liquid that helps us to live. Bloods travel everywhere, from our head to our arms, to our legs, to our heart, and to everywhere in our body. If we don't drink water, we cannot be healthy. Water is also healthy. It's more healthy than some junk drink. It is also good for everyone, and animals, plants, and more. But now people are wasting water now and make polluted. But it's not just that. Some animals that live in water are also been sick too. It's all by us. Why? It's been polluted. People always put trash in water. That makes animals feel sick and die away. So that's how when you go to parking, you smell this bad smell at the river, and that you just saw is just garbage with some dead fish. And so that. So we're gonna move to plastic and more, and compost, and there's more. Plastic. You know plastic is plastic bottle, plastic can, plastic shoe, plastic things, and plastic box, plastic bag, and more. Plastic plate, and more. Those are plastic, and they belong to trash. Yeah, we all have trash that for things. Some trash are the blue trash is, I give you the example. Blue trash for plastic, red trash for paper, and yellow trash for cans. And the brown bin, is for compost. And the green bin is for jars or glass, metal, or thingy. We have to put in the right place. If we don't put in the right place, you all get very confused. An example, when you finish drinking a glass of bottle, then you put it into plastic, you think the glass bottle is plastic. But it's made of glass, not plastic. So it can be very hard to describe out which one is which. So that we can use less water or less plastic and use less carbon too. So what about we run or jog or just walk or ride bicycle so that can make no smoke so the air don't pollute it. Also, when you finish using water, you can just turn it off. And now, about food. If someone finished food but you're wasting it, then you put it in the trash, but it's not good for that. It's also important not to wasting food. Why? Those food like eggs, meats, and milk and rice, they're made of plants and animals. And plants are grown from humans. Very hardworking to make us eat. And if we waste, we would be a bad person. So instead of wasting food, why don't you keep it in the fridge or put it in the fridge something? Then you can eat it next time. Or you can give it to someone who was hungry and can eat when we don't want to eat anymore. And what about raw? Like if you chopping carrot, you're getting out some of the skin of vegetable and fruit. Don't waste it. Put it in a brown bin and pour it into our plants. Why? That will make a good compost. But not just that, you also need worms. Worms help us make the compost in soil. It's also kind of soil too. And that can make the plants healthy and can grow more. And so we all know that we have to save the environment and the world so everyone can be happy. Learn these tips. The 3 R's rules. 1, reusing. 2, recycling. 3, reducing.